Are you dealing with ovarian cysts? Maybe you've been told that birth control is your only option, or you're just tired of the pain and the questions that seem to go unanswered. I want you to know there is hope and real options beyond just treating symptoms. In this episode, we're diving deep into what ovarian cysts really are, why do they happen, and what can you do to start healing. I'll explain why the birth control pill, what is often prescribed, isn't the cure. It's just a band aid. And I'll introduce you to NAPRO technology, an approach that doesn't just mask the symptoms, but actually supports your body natural healing. And if you're wondering, is there anything I can do right now to feel better? The answer is yes. I'll give you practical, tangible steps that can help, including diet changes to address insulin resistance, which is often the hidden factor with cysts. So if you're ready to learn more, take control, tune in for this episode. Together, let's go beyond just managing ovarian cysts. Let's talk about real solutions that bring hope, healing, and yes,
Welcome
fertility.
to Fertility and Wholeness Podcast. Are you tired of seeing that test be negative month after month? Will you ever stop having to take test after test? Are you scared of all the medical terminology, office visits, and misinformation you see at every turn on your infertility journey? If you answer yes to any of those, you're not alone. You are at the right place. I'm so happy you're here with us. My name is Ariana. I'm a fertility care practitioner and a wholeness coach with over a decade of experience on the field. I created this podcast because I know what it is to feel alone and lost while navigating fertility problems. And after helping hundreds of women, teaching them how to not protract their cycles, boost their fertility, and navigate their monthly emotional roller coaster and get pregnant naturally, I am on a mission to empower women to take charge of their fertility journey. In this podcast, you will find heartfelt conversations, education, tips on how to take care of and understand your fertility, emotional support, simple lifestyle changes to boost your fertility, nutrition, self-care routines, tips for handling stress and anxiety with ease. We have amazing, exciting expert interviews and guests, inspirational stories, and practical advice on preparing for pregnancy and joyful delivery. Are you ready to reclaim your health, your life, and become pregnant naturally? If so, grab your green juice and prenatal vitamins. This episode is just what the doctor ordered.
Hello and welcome back, where we talk about everything from fertility to wholeness and health. Today, I want to have an open, heartfelt conversation about something many women experience: ovarian cysts. Maybe you have dealt with them yourself, or perhaps you know someone who has. Cysts can bring up so many questions, worries, and even frustrations with their own bodies. But I'm here to help you understand what ovarian cysts really are. How could they impact your fertility? And most importantly, what can you do to start healing? I know this topic can be very overwhelming, but please know that you're not alone. You don't have to be at the mercy of cysts or feel hopeless about your health. There are things that you can do starting today to support your body and find a path towards balance and wholeness. First, let's cover the basics. Ovarian cysts are fluid-filled sacs that develop on or in the ovaries. They're actually quite common. Most women will have a cyst at some point without even realizing it. Some cysts are harmless and go away on their own, but others can cause pain, disrupt your hormones, and even affect your fertility. One type of cyst that is often seen in my practice are called LUF or LUFs, that stands for luteinized unruptured follicle. This happens when the follicle, which normally releases an egg during ovulation, grows and develops, but it doesn't release the egg. The follicle stays in the ovary, forming a cyst. This can lead to pain on one side, known as unilateral pain, or delay or disrupt ovulation. Women with LUF often experience longer cycles, as this cyst formation affects our natural circle rhythm. Diagnosing this type of cyst can usually be done through an ultrasound, which gives us a clearer picture of what's happening in the ovaries. And while LUFs can be frustrating, I want you to know that there are effective treatments beyond the typical options like birth control. This is where NAPRO technology comes in. One of the tools that NAPRO technology uses is progesterone supplementation. Progesterone can help address both the pain and the size of the cyst, offering relief without simply masking the symptoms. It also supports a healthier hormonal environment, helping the body to potentially avoid cysts forming in the future cycles. Now, if you've been diagnosed with ovarian cysts, you might have been prescribed birth control pills. Birth control is a common go-to solution because it can also stop ovulation and regulate hormones. But here's the thing, it's not the cure for ovarian cysts. It can help to reduce the symptoms temporarily by keeping the ovaries inactive, but it doesn't address the root cause of why those cysts are formed in the first place. This is why many women who stop taking the birth control find the symptoms return. As a fertility care practitioner, I focus in getting to the root cause issues so that we're just not managing symptoms, but actually supporting healing. And sometimes just knowing that there are other options can make a world of difference. Let me share a quick story to illustrate this. Around 2015, I had an unexpected visitor. A group of women came to my door to share their faith. There was a young girl in the group, probably around 17. I couldn't help to notice that she was trying to hide her face. And what caught my attention was her facial hair. I felt the intuition to ask her a question. So, after they finished their invitation, I said, "Do you get a period every month?" She looked startled. "Who? Me?" she asked. "Yes, you," I replied. She lifted her head and answered, "No, only every 4 to 6 months." I shared that I work with women's fertility and that her facial hair could be a sign of PCOS. I asked her if she has been to the doctor about it, and she said yes, but the doctor wanted to put me on the pill, and my mom did not feel comfortable with that. I could see the frustration in her eyes. She wanted answers, but she felt powerless. I took a few moments to coach her right there. I told her, the pill is often the first option for doctors, but it's not your only option. PCOS can also be managed by addressing insulin resistance, and the small changes in your diet could help. I gave her two quick tips, like cutting down your sugar to help with insulin regulation, and I will never forget her reaction. Her face lit up. I can tell she felt for the first time that it was something that she could do. I told her, talk to your mom, go back to the doctor, and push for more options. Don't settle. Advocate for yourself. Some months passed, and one day there was another knock at my door. My child opened it, calling, "Mom, someone is in the door for you." When I came to the door, there she was, transformed. She had lost around 50 pounds. Her facial hair was gone. She said, "Do you remember me? I'm the girl with the PCOS. I followed your advice and got the treatment I needed." She was glowing with confidence and relief. I often think about her and how she could have spent years feeling powerless, but instead, she found the help that she needed. And who knows, that might have been a defining factor in her future as a mother someday. If you're dealing with cysts, especially with PCOS, there's lifestyle changes that you can make right now to support your health. Many women with ovarian cysts experience insulin resistance, meaning their body struggles to regulate blood sugar. This imbalance can fuel cyst formation and disrupt hormone levels. By focusing on the low sugar, whole foods diet, you can start supporting your body's insulin response. It may sound simple, but diet can be a powerful tool. Remember, just as I told that young girl, there is something you can do right now, and the small changes can make a huge difference over time. These shifts are tangible steps that can put you back in the driver's seats of your health. At the end of the day, ovarian cysts do not define your future. They do not define your fertility journey. You can make real meaningful steps towards healing and hope. It may feel overwhelming at times or hopeless, but remember, every positive change you make is a step towards balance. So if you're listening today and feeling unsure about what to do next, please know there is support for you. Reach out if you need guidance on tracking your cycle, understanding your body's patterns, or uncovering the root cause behind your symptoms. This is why I'm here for you, to empower you, to walk with you, and to help you find hope in this journey. And if you're ready to dive deeper into understanding your health, I love to connect. Remember, you have the power to make a difference in your own health. Until next time, take care, stay hopeful, and know that there is always a way forward.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, we got a special treat for you. Join our free Facebook group where you can connect with other amazing women and share your thoughts. Join us by clicking in the link in the show notes. We can't wait to welcome you into our supportive community. And don't forget to come back for our next episode, where we'll be sharing even more inspiring stories, encouraging tips, educational insights, and practical strategies. Oh, and before you go, we have a tiny favor to ask. If you found today's episode uplifting and helpful, please leave us a review. It's like giving us a virtual hug, and it helps other amazing women like you find our show. Plus, it makes us smile from ear to ear. And hey, why stop there? Share the love. Tell your Betsy's, your mom, your sister, and even your favorite barista about our podcast. The more, the merrier.